Welcome to the first installment of Dating is Weird with your host, Atavia Tatiana.
Dating. Why do we do it to ourselves? Dating is one of the weirdest, coolest, intriguing, yet so confusing things in our modern day. Of course, in the age of coronavirus, now dating apps is the safest way, but I know a lot of friends who have found their husbands or have found their life partner, and here I am in my studio apartment making this video about how I've had weird dates.
Sit back and eat a Pringle, and I'll tell you why I'm single.
This video is being sponsored by Ana Luisa, New York. As we know, the world is constantly in a crisis, so I try to save the planet in whatever way I can through all the companies that I work with, through all the collaborations I make, through all the connections I make. I want to vouch for sustainability in every aspect. That's why when Ana Luisa reached out to me, I was like, hold on, this is perfect. This is like absolutely aligned with what I need right now, with what I want to share with my audience, and I'm excited to share this company with you guys. Ana Luisa is a sustainable jewelry brand that's based in New York. I am wearing the CL locket and the black onyx ring. I chose these pieces because of what they represent. The stones in them represent protection and guidance and a lot of harmony in my life, and that's really what I needed in this moment. Anytime I wear jewelry that is like brass based or nickel based, I get a crazy reaction on my neck. So it was really important for me to find a company that's sustainable and that's also truly hypoallergenic. I've been wearing this necklace for a few weeks now and I have not had any irritation at all. Now these pieces I love to style with a nice cute off the shoulder top because it's very feminine and flirty. I love to show off the jewelry and show a little bit of chest skin, you know, be out here looking cute, looking moisturized, brown, golden, luscious, etc, etc. Pieces range from $39 to higher end, so truly there is a piece for everyone. No one is left out on the sustainable movement, which I think is fantastic because a lot of sustainable companies are not affordable. So if you're interested, go ahead and click that link down in the description box and also use my code ATAVIA10 for 10% off your order. So go ahead and get yourself some cute sustainable jewelry. At a time where I was more naive, younger, dumber, more desperate, 3 years ago, I went on my first series of dates. I didn't start dating until I was 20, but 3 years ago when I first arrived in Paris, I did like this spree of dates. I finally left the US and I was like, I'm a free woman, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna shake my tail and see what we gonna catch. And I caught a lot of stuff. And I just caught a lot of weird dates, okay? Keep your mind out the gutter. I decided to document them. I basically call this my date journal because I was just going on so many at a time. I like couldn't remember a lot of people. I couldn't remember. Now, I haven't reread this thing since 2017. I thought it would be interesting to share these stories. So here are a few of my Paris date stories. I want y'all to be in the awkwardness with me. First story, we gonna call him P. Not like PP, but P was one of the first people I met when I was in Paris. I didn't really have any friends at the time. So I was like, in my little naive 20-year-old head, I was like, let me go on dates. I can make friends that way. I can know more people in Paris. Nowadays, nobody wants to be your friend. They want to be your booty friend. I don't want no booty friend. I just wanted a friend at the time. I wanted somebody I can communicate with, not no booty friend. I don't need or want your booty. I met this guy on OkCupid, okay? He was a little, for lack of a better phrase, a little odd looking. Now, he wasn't ugly at all, but it was just like a specific look. Think about like an off-brand Mac Miller. I think that's the look I'm gonna go for. We talked. I found out that randomly that he edits porn videos. That's all I really remember from him from that first date. I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't that eventful, but we decided it was good enough to have a second date. So within the same week, we decided to go out again. But this time, there was this place that he was telling me about, which was a pool. But I didn't realize in Parisian pools, it's mandatory to wear a swim cap. So here I was with this big old fluffy wig. This wig in particular was a big old fluffy curly joint that was heavy, it was long. Trying to put on this little baby swim cap, and it just wasn't working. I had to come to the conclusion to just take that joint off. It wasn't gonna work. So here I was, from big old hair to literally no hair in a swim cap. I was still cute, whatever. I completely forgot to mention that when we were done swimming, I ended up going back to the dressing room and like throwing my wig in some water to make it look like I didn't just take it off for the swim. I don't think I fooled nobody but myself, but you know, I had to make a choice and I made a choice, but that's not the moral of the story. Truly not an interesting date. Okay, so after that date, I'm like, cool, whatever. I guess I made a friend in Paris. I mean, I'm not really trying to date him. I'm not interested in him. It was kind of like, I don't know, just something to do for me, like a little, kind of a little bit of a pity date, a little bit. I messaged him again. I'm like, hey, do you want to hang out again anytime soon? And he's like,
no, you're boring. You don't interest me. We have nothing in common.
Wait a damn minute.
Did he just dump me? Did the pity date just dump me? Now, keep in mind, this whole time, I had no idea what his name was. We went out, what, 2, maybe 3 times at this point? Girl, I had no idea what his name was. A few months later, guess who messages me? Guess who hits me up? Guess who hits up the boring girl? The girl that you didn't like. P. And I was like, oh snap, look who came crawling back. And we went out again and had yet another boring date. Oh my gosh, I forgot about him. Next 2 stories happened back to back. But this was at a time where I was like exhausted with guys. So I was like taking whatever came my way. And let me tell you, what came my way, I didn't want. This next guy, I don't even know what his name was. It literally says unknown in my book. I was talking to this guy. He wasn't cute. He wasn't nothing. It was just like a casual conversation. I don't even know why I was talking to him. I had no interest in him. Nothing at all that I cared about. But we were talking for a little bit, and then one night he's like, hey, you want to hang out? I'm like, I'm not available right now. So then he messages me again the next day. After we're talking, he's like, hey, you want to hang out tonight? I'm like, I'm not available. Maybe we can try a few days later. So then a few days later, he's like, hey, do you want to hang out? And I'm like, okay, finally we can hang out. Why not? Okay, what can I lose at this point? So I hop on the metro. Mind you, it's like, what time is it? It's like 10 o'clock at night. It's pretty late. He's like, I just got off work. We can meet up and we can hang out, or we can meet up and go to dinner. I think he told me we can meet up and go to dinner. So I get my butt up. After work, I get dressed. He's like, okay, meet me at the McDonald's that's near the metro stop. I'm like, okay, cool. We'll meet up at McDonald's and we'll go to a nice dinner place. Maybe there's some place around here because I didn't know anything in that area. I get off the metro. I spend my little 2 metro tickets at the time, because at the time I was broke. Didn't have no metro pass. The family wasn't paying for my metro tickets. I pop up at the McDonald's waiting for him to come so we can go to this other place. 20 minutes and then he's like, I'm here. Okay, we meet up. And then we walk into the McDonald's. And I was like, hold on. Maybe we're just gonna get some Wi-Fi so we can look up the place or something, you know. Maybe we're just gonna pop in here because it's cold outside and get some warmth, and then we can go to our next place, or you know, something, because it didn't make sense why we walked into the McDonald's. He orders a burger. I'm like, did we just walk? I know we did not just walk into this McDonald's. I know we did not. Back up. We were supposed to meet at McDonald's. You didn't tell me we were gonna go to McDonald's. You mean to tell me I came all the way on the metro to come to McDonald's In whose world? In whose world takes somebody out to McDonald's? I think I might order myself some fries. I don't know. Okay, at this point I didn't care. I didn't want no funky McDonald's. I mean my McDonald's fries. He's over there talking about himself the whole time. And then every so often he's like, you're only eating fries? Like, you don't want anything else? That's weird. Who only eats fries, you know? I don't even want to be here, but I'm gonna eat these fries in peace and act like I'm not pissed off. And in your head the whole time, all you wanted to do was take me to McDonald's? Am I not at least worth a Subway sandwich? Let me tell you what I wrote after that date. Unknown. You made me get up, take a train, only to go to McDonald's and go home. You owe me €4 or 2 metro passes. That's how uninteresting that date was. I want my metro passes. Man, I'm still mad about that. I just got re-mad about that. Make sure you go ahead, hit that thumbs up button if you're liking this video, and also hit that subscribe button down below if you like this first video. Should I go on more dates to continue making more stories? Because I haven't really been serial dating like I did this time. You know, I think I exhausted all my patience for guys in this 1 year. Next one, we gonna call him Y. Y was fine. Now he was even finer in person. Y did me dirty. We're talking for a minute. We're chit-chatting on, again, plenty of fish, the scum of the scum. But Y was cute, so I was like, oh snap. Now Y was black, or he was some kind of brown. Me and Y are talking for a few weeks now. We're speaking, no problem. I didn't know French at the time, so we were speaking in English with no issue. And then finally, we're like, okay, let's hang out. Let's meet at, I think we met at La Défense. La Défense, like a big old metro station. So we're like, okay, let's meet at this metro station. So I get cute as I could be. And I go to meet Y. Now I'm real excited about going out with Y because Y is fine. So I'm like, yeah. I can't wait to see him. He's so cute. And then I'm waiting for him like 10 minutes. And then I see him. And I see his friend. I see him and I see his friend together come up to me at the same time. Him and his friend meet. I thought I was going on a date. Now his friend wasn't cute at all. So I'm like, what's going on here? Why is your friend here? Okay, maybe, you know, he just met up so we can meet to make sure I'm not crazy, and then he gonna leave. He never left. So here I am, feeling real cute. Thought I was about to be able to flirt the whole time. Nope. I was out with 2 people. I start to attempt to talk with him, and guess what? Y didn't speak a lick of English.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Turns out his friend was there to translate the whole time. So I'm just like, but on the text messages, they were all in English. I never said I spoke French. I never said it. I never lied. He done bamboozled me into thinking he spoke English. So we never really exchanged a word. I want to love him. LOL. Muslim cutie. It was weird that I didn't get to flirt because his friends, but I want to go out again. Maybe. Why? If you speak English now, we can chat. Or, you know what, I actually speak more French, so maybe we. Now this last story. This last story is one that I still laugh about to this day. I think about it and I'm like, he really did that. Let's call him S. After a few weeks of talking, we finally have the schedules that line up that we can meet. He's like, that's cool. I live near Bercy. We can hang out in Bercy Village. If you don't know Bercy Village, it's a pretty cool spot to go hang out. So I'm like, cool, cute, whatever. I'm gonna start this from before I even leave for the date, because right before the date happened, I was working. I was an au pair at the time, so I was working until like 7 o'clock. And then I think we had the date like at 8. So I get off of work and I'm like rushing to find something to wear. All these dates prior, these guys have been super casual. Like I dress up, I look cute, and then all these other people look like super basic. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna dress up this time. I'm gonna dress real casual, real comfy. I had this oversized striped shirt, but I decided to tie it up like I was a cowgirl. And then I had this weird pink shirt underneath, and then I had ill-fitting jeans, and then I was wearing my Converse.
I would like to truly paint this picture for y'all. I was looking so busted, dusted, and crusty. It looked like I had been herding cows all day long. Disgusting.
I think after that I threw away that shirt. And then something happened that changed the whole course of this date. Like, I'm gonna just tell y'all what happened, because let me just reenact it for y'all so y'all can understand the severity of what happened. This is me waiting for him to come up, because I'm like, where are you at? So I'm here texting, hey, where are you? I'm here waiting for you. And then we see each other. We make eye contact for like a second, and then he looks down at my feet and he just stares for what felt like 10 minutes. What are those? If boy, what are those were a silent stare, that is exactly the stare that he gave my feet. And when I tell y'all, in that moment, I knew whatever happened on this date, it didn't mean nothing. The way that he interrogated my shoes with his stare. The one time I decided to dress real casual, he was real dressed up, looking real nice. And here I was, looking like a dang cowgirl with my dang cowgirl freaking boots on. Disgusting. And that's all the Paris date stories I have for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining. These are some of the funny stories I had. And this is why I say dating is weird. You're meeting a complete stranger who could be amazing in text message, and you meet them and they don't even speak English. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up so you can see more like this in the future. If you didn't subscribe already, make sure you subscribe down below so you can hear more of my Paris date stories. I got more in this book. I got more I need to add to this book. I got some good ones, I got some really good ones, and I got some bad, some just plain old creepy ones. I would love to hear you guys' date stories. So if you guys have any stories that you think are funny or that were awkward at the time and now you laugh about it, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. I would love to read them and know I'm not alone. And if you didn't already, make sure you check out the link in the description to get your cute sustainable jewelry from Ana Luisa. All right, y'all, until next time, bye.